I know there was a lot of debate and fans arguing whether the Book of Boba Fett was its own show or if it was what Season 3 of The Mandalorian would be all about, meaning Armando Din would step aside and it would focus on Boba Fett. Well, thankfully we have our answers and actually quite a bit more on some of the live-action Star Wars shows that are going to be coming out in the next 5 years.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
First, I want you to look at this oh-so-sexy, official The Book of Boba Fett logo. I love that they kept the beat-up look of his armor in the colors. Though man, Fett repainting his armor and coming out with those colors just popping in The Mandalorian was absolutely breathtaking. I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful sight. We have official confirmation on top of that outrageously sexy new logo that the Book of Boba Fett, starring Morrison and Ming-Na, is also its own show, is coming to Disney Plus December 2021, and is set within the timeline of The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau stated that the separate show wasn't part of the big Disney announcement because they didn't want to spoil the surprise. He said the Book of Boba Fett is indeed separate from The Mandalorian Season 3, which I think is just a fuck ton of clarification, and we all thank you for letting us know they're separate. I thought they were going to be separate, but you know, when enough people are fear-mongering and saying, oh no, Season 3 of The Mandalorian is actually just going to be Boba Fett, fucked in, he's done, I started to think, ooh, shit, maybe they know something I don't know. So that's really great to know. By the way, when Jon Favreau says within the timeline of The Mandalorian, you might be thinking, okay, all these shows take place about 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. No. Some of them actually take place right after the end of Return of the Jedi. So apparently, The Rangers of the New Republic, which is being written by Jon Favreau, and he's taking a more heavy hand in it, it takes place right after Return of the Jedi. So we get to see what happens post the Battle of Endor, which is a time that has been explored in some books. If you want to see, or rather read, the Aftermath series, I greatly recommend it. But getting live action shows, I really feel, and I understand that Disney wanted to jump right in, and I'm gonna be a bitch just for a hot second. I know regular subscribers are like, for a hot second, rarest, fuck you. I really wish they would have started like this, slowly exploring past what happened in Return of the Jedi, and we would have done more live action and then gone to the sequels. But I know Disney just wanted to just shove that fucking sequel out as fast as they fucking could, because they thought they could push out anything Star Wars and fans would just gobble it up. You done goofed. That being said, when he says the timeline of The Mandalorian, it seems to be right after Return of the Jedi up to 5 years. I'm assuming, you know, if they go an extra couple of years beyond that, that's not going to make anybody scream or throw a temper tantrum. So I can definitely live with a majority of our live-action Star Wars shows for now taking place Return of the Jedi to 10 years after. Though we have the other live-action shows that will definitely be taking place in other times. Now, at this point, by the way, you might be getting a little itchy and thinking, hey, wait, if the Book of Boba Fett is coming out December next year, when is The Mandalorian Season 3 coming out? Wonderful question. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate you. As of right now, we're being told by Jon Favreau himself that pre-production of Season 3 of The Mandalorian is currently going on, so they're not even in production yet. Which makes sense, you know, there's a little thing called COVID. Currently in production is the Book of Boba Fett, and Jon Favreau made it sound like December 2021 we get the Book of Boba Fett, and then shortly after that we get The Mandalorian Season 3. Now, I don't know what Jon Favreau's definition of shortly after. I wouldn't think December 2022 would be shortly after. He probably would have said something like, and then the next year, December 2022, we go back to The Mandalorian Season 3, and then they do a switching thing around. I don't think they're doing any of that bullshit. The way Jon Favreau is talking is, it definitely sounds like they're close together. So could we get a spring The Mandalorian Season 3 for 2022? I think abso-fucking-lutely. Here's the thing, we are going to be so spoiled by Star Wars content. It's pretty much going to be Star Wars all year around, and I want you guys to be really gentle with the people that threw temper tantrums and said that Star Wars is dead to them. It is okay for things to be dead, and it's okay for things to come back alive, and for you to become, excited about something once more. However, it is 100% okay. The people that kept clicking on Star Wars videos and screaming at other people to tell them Star Wars is dead, those people we can absolutely, positively look down on. They're just obnoxious. And I just want to leave with some thoughts. I might make a separate video on it. I have no idea at this point, but I'd love to hear your guys' initial thoughts about this. So, when Jon Favreau says the Book of Boba Fett happens within the timeline of The Mandalorian, could it be that we see some of the Book of Boba Fett taking place before The Mandalorian Season 1? Like, we actually see Boba Fett getting out of the Sarlacc pit. Although I guess they could do flashbacks to him and, like, how he got all fucked up and why he doesn't look as young as what he should look. I'm sure they're gonna rationalize the hell out of it, which I'm all about. I am all about them using Star Wars shit to be like, yeah, this is the reason why. Obviously, come on. He got super aged up because of the scarring effect of the Sarlacc juices that take 1,000 years to digest you. That fucking ages you, man. Okay, back off. So I guess I would be interested in when exactly you think. Do you think maybe there's a chance we see some of that in flashbacks, or maybe we start back as far as that? Maybe we actually go through Season 1 of him finding Fennec, like we actually see all that storyline and then him tracking down the Mando, although that would be really weird. Or do you think they're just gonna go, no, screw it. This takes place after Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Boba decided, alright, I fulfilled my thing. I'm not gonna go to Tatooine and I'm gonna clean shit up. Now, I'm interested, here's the second thing I'm wondering, to get your guys' initial thoughts. Do you think he's doing it to clean up Tatooine, or do you think he's totally gonna start just running his own spice? Or do you think he's trying to clean up, in general, the outer area of the galaxy? Or maybe he's going to start a bounty hunters guild, or maybe something with Mandalorians. There are a lot of possibilities, so like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comment section down below.